Beth Phoenix defeated Michelle McCool to win the Women's Championship. Yay, that's nice. And then Edge defeated Chris Jericho in a pretty damn good cage match. Well, it was good until the end. As Jericho is very reluctant to get into the cage, he finally gets in, he immediately tries to escape. They bounce each other off the cage before Jericho, I thought I said Jedwood then, that would have been awful of me, wouldn't it? Before Jericho connects with a springboard kick. The Ask Him Headlock of Death by Jericho, right, then we get Matt Striker's retard comment of the month, as he... Comments like this just make me vex, they really do, because Matt Striker starts talking about Edge's Achilles injury, yeah, and he compares David Beckham, who has just suffered an Achilles injury, for those who don't know, right? Answer me this, because I don't understand it. Matt Striker calls David Beckham a world-class athlete, yeah? He then calls Edge a global-class athlete. Please, someone explain to either me or Matt Striker what the difference between a world-class athlete and a global-class athlete is. Unless he was taking the piss, which he wasn't. He was saying it in all seriousness, because he was saying how great it was that Edge had come back from such a debilitating injury. A world and a god. Dear God. Edge and Massey gets 2 for Edge. Lionsault lands on his feet and Chris Jericho tries to escape. He fails, obviously. Walls, but Edge gets to the ropes. And I don't know why. Why does he get to the ropes? Like, I'm going to try and get to the ropes. Grabs hold of the ropes and the referee's just like, what do you want me to do? Yeah, I'm going to break it. Like, stupid. Edge lines up a spear, but Jericho tries to escape out the door. He then tries to bring in a chair, but Jericho uses the door of the cage. Just like in every cage match that there's ever been, ever. One of these days they might do something different, you know. Jericho, oh my god, right, the suspension of disbelief at this point now just disappears, right, because Jericho opens the door, right, he stands on the top step, he walks down to the middle step, and at this point, you know, remember wrestling, at the end of the day, wrestling is all about suspension of disbelief, is it not, right? You've got to try and convince yourself, you know, for the moment you're watching it, you believe that it's real, right? I can't accept when the heel, right, because Jericho's the heel here, the Jericho is on the second step, and all he needs to do is just go, and he's won. I can't accept that he wants to get back into the ring and either get more punishment or give out more punishment. At the end of the day, because to a heel, you just want to win. You cheat to win, you win. You do this, you always take the shortcut. Yeah? Why wouldn't Jericho just step onto the apron? I mean, step onto the ground, sorry. You know? Stupid. Spear gets 2, Codebreaker gets 2, Jericho tries to escape over the top, Ed pulls him down onto the top rope and Jericho hits a springboard Codebreaker, but that only gets 2, and that's fucking stupid in my opinion, because that move should have got the win right there. But, you know, what can I say? Edge bounces Jericho off the cage, and right, various times before, stupid moment of this match or this show 105, right, because Jericho then... Edge, starts working over the ankle of Jericho, right? He slams his leg in the cage with the cage door, and then starts working over his ankle, and then hits the spear for the win. So all that bit where he was working over the ankle was completely pointless. Complete and utterly pointless. You're like, why were you doing that? Why? He hits the spear, obviously, that gets the win. You know, like I say, suspension of disbelief is an important part when you're a wrestling fan. This really made it hard to believe what was going on. Like I say, what's the point in working over the ankle? Why? It was just stupid. Edge, personally, as well, I really want to turn heel, like, as soon as possible. Because, you know, when he gets that deranged look in his eyes, like, oh, I'm going to spear you, that doesn't work as a face for me at all. That just does not work. And, in the main event, John Cena defeated Batista in a pretty damn good last man standing match, to be honest. I mean, their match at Mania I gave 3 stars. This one I'm prepared to give 3.5. So, Cena starts strong, of course, to retain the World Heavyweight Champion, the WWE Championship, Cena starts strong, Batista gets a chair, doesn't use it, don't know why he does that, to be honest. And then basically, the next load of the match is just move and referee counting. So, a suplex gets 4 out of the referee for Cena, a clothesline gets 5 for Batista, FU is countered, Batista starts working over the knee, absolutely no reaction to that at all. He gets another chair and runs it into the knee to get 6. No, sorry, clothesline gets 6 for Batista. Cena sells the leg as he gets up, which is a nice little touch. You know, Cena normally doesn't bother. Suplex gets 7 for Batista. Cena whips Batista into the steps for 5. A figure 4 by Batista. Cena pulls some absolutely priceless fucking faces while he's selling it. He really does. While he's trying to reverse it over, he looks like he's fucking constipated. It's superb. Absolutely fucking superb. Ref counts both men, gets 6. Double clothesline gets 7 on both men. Cena hits the moves of despair, including the hand job of death. Batista gets a turnbuckle from underneath the ring. Just one of the things that holds the ropes up. He actually gets that out. He conks Cena over the head with that. Gets a third chair out. FU on the chair gets 9. Spear by Batista. Referee counts both men down. That gets 8. Another spear gets 8 for Batista. Batista gets a table, sets it up in the corner, but Cena clamps him with the STF. Batista tries to reverse it and Cena goes through the wood. That gets 8. And it wasn't a very good table bomb, really, to be honest. It was just, I don't know what it was, to be honest. It was just you know. Cena is whipped into a barricade for 9. That'd be an impressive spot if it hadn't been done a lot in the past. Batista sets up the announce table, goes to hit a Batista bomb through it, but Cena counters for an FU through the wood. The referee gets a 9. It really doesn't look. Referee said that Batista's up, but in my opinion, he wasn't. He was on his knees. You know, he wasn't actually up. Cena's screaming at the referee that he wasn't up, so it wasn't just me. Cena sets up a table in the ring, goes for the FU, but Batista counters it into a spine buster for 9. Batista bomb also gets 9. Batista brings in the ring steps, but John Cena puts the STF on. I don't know why this is. You know, he's like, oh, Batista taps out. No reason for that at all, but then he passes out. Referee starts counting, but he only gets a 9 as Batista pulls himself up. Cena gets some duct tape, wishbones Batista's legs around the ring post, and then duct tapes his legs down so he can't stand up. Referee starts to count. Batista can't beat the count. Cena gets the victory. Now, a lot of people, I'm sure, are probably going to diss me for this, but I liked that ending. I thought that worked. It's clever, right? If the FU doesn't work, and the STF obviously is not going to work, what do? You use your mind. You use whatever you can. You use the duct tape to tape him down. That was very good. I liked that. I think that was clever. So yeah, I gave that one. I was prepared to give that one 3.5 stars. So the best match of the night was Punk versus Ray. By half a star. What can we say about this show? Well, for all the for that main event and Punk versus Ray, and to be fair, or Orton versus Swagger, the rest was pretty shite, wasn't it? Let's be honest. So I don't think, out of fairness, I can give it anything higher than a 6.5 out of 10. So it's one of those apart from those matches, avoid like the fucking plague. I've been Mark P. Love to know your opinions down here. Subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, as you can see down here is the list of wrestling magazines I would like to sell. I've got them all. The prices are there. Let me know if you'd like to buy any. I've been Mark P. This has been Shooting from the Horse's Mouth, and I'll see you some other time.